Hello everyone, welcome to our channel of meetings assistance for Jehovah's Witnesses. I hope all of you are doing well. In this new week, we will prepare for the comments in the section, Let's Search for Hidden Pearls. We are in the week of May 5th to 11th, during which we will analyze the book of Proverbs 12. Let's begin. The first question is: how does this principle help us be resilient when we face problems? Before answering the question, let's read the Bible verse. Proverbs 12:16 says, "The fool shows his annoyance at once, but the prudent man overlooks an insult." Very well, so the answer to the question is: this verse teaches us not to be easily carried away by everything that bothers us. By being prudent and not reacting immediately to irritation or insults, we learn to focus only on what really matters. This helps us be resilient, because by not taking everything personally, we can stay calm and face problems with more peace, without letting small annoyances affect us too much. Additional comments. This principle also helps us put our problems into perspective. Not everything that happens to us is as serious as it may seem at first. Sometimes, we get angry over small things that, with time, we realize are not worth it. Being prudent and learning to overlook what is not so important allows us to be stronger in the face of difficult situations. That way, when we really face a serious problem, we have the calm and focused mindset we need to solve it. Another important aspect is how we manage our emotions. By being wise and not reacting quickly, we can control our anger and avoid making impulsive decisions. For example, if someone criticizes or insults us, instead of reacting aggressively or letting it affect us, we can take a deep breath and stay calm. This attitude not only helps us resolve the problem more effectively, but it also shows others our maturity and stability, which strengthens us even more. Now let's move on to the next question. What spiritual pearls have you found about Jehovah, the ministry, and other topics in this week's Bible reading? Proverbs 12:1 says, "Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates correction is stupid." Very well, so the comment is: this verse teaches us the importance of accepting correction. When we receive advice or rebukes, instead of feeling bad, we can see them as an opportunity to learn and improve. For example, if someone points out something we are doing wrong, instead of getting angry or feeling offended, we should think, how can I improve? This verse encourages us to love correction because it helps us grow and become better people, both spiritually and in our daily lives. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 12:4 says, "A wife of noble character is her husband's crown, but a disgraceful wife is like decay in his bones." Very well, so the comment is: this verse speaks about the value of a person who acts with wisdom and respect in their home. If a woman is wise and virtuous, she is like a crown to her husband, she honors him and makes him proud. In everyday life, this applies to everyone, as we should all strive to be wise and responsible in our relationships. By caring for our home and showing respect, we strengthen our relationship with others and contribute to a more harmonious life. This also reminds us that we must be careful with our words and attitudes so we don't hurt those we love the most. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 12:15 says, "The way of fools seems right to them, but the wise listen to advice." Very well, so the comment is, sometimes, we think we are always right, but this verse reminds us that it's important to listen to the advice of others. Being wise doesn't mean knowing everything, but being willing to learn from the experiences and advice of those around us. In life, we can all make mistakes if we only trust our own judgment, but if we listen humbly to others, we avoid making wrong decisions. This also helps us in our relationship with Jehovah, because by following his advice and the counsel of our brothers and sisters in the congregation, we are on the right path. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 12:18 says, "The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing." Very well, so the comment is, this verse makes us reflect on the importance of what we say. Words can cause a lot of harm, like a sword strike, if we don't think carefully before speaking. But if we use our words with wisdom, we can heal, comfort, and help others. We all have the opportunity to be a source of encouragement and support for others, and this is achieved with kind and wise words. For example, in the congregation, a simple piece of advice or an encouraging word can change someone's day and help them feel closer to Jehovah. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 12:25 says, "Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up." Very well, so the comment is, this verse shows us how powerful a kind word can be. When we are anxious or worried, sometimes what we need most is for someone to offer a little comfort or encouragement. A simple word of encouragement can lift the spirits of someone going through a difficult time. In our Christian life, we must be aware of how our words can be a source of comfort for others and always look for opportunities to offer a little relief and hope to those in need. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 12:28 says, "In the way of righteousness there is life, along that path is immortality." Very well, so the comment is, this verse reminds us that by following Jehovah's ways, we always find what is best for us. Living in righteousness not only leads us to eternal life, but also brings us peace and well-being here and now. If we strive to be just in our decisions and actions, we will see that our lives will be more balanced and fulfilling. Even though sometimes justice may seem difficult, we know that it always brings the best result in the long term. Well, that was the analysis of the comments and answers for the hidden pearls this week. I hope it is very helpful to you, my dear brothers and sisters. I send you a big hug, and may Jehovah always bless and protect you.